Bauckham. I just saw a screenshot of the live site. I think you're going to need to tell me a little bit more about what it does.
Well, Abby, the live site is a social media mashup.
All right, Bauckham, tell me what a mashup is.
Well, that's a good question, Abby. Many things to many people. But in this respect, we've got a social media mashup here on STPCon Live. And what it does is it combines a bunch of different information from different social media tools that we use here at STP.
Okay, so let's go through this. I see the now and next feature at the very top of the page. What does that do?
Well, this is the rolling agenda. What it does is based on this cool little clock here that we have going on. As the clock changes, as the date changes, as the time changes, the now and next will change as well. So whatever's going on right now, depending on what time it is, will be in the now section. Whatever's going on next after now will be in the next section.
Okay, so in the now field, when session block 1 comes up on Tuesday, the 22nd at 9:45 a.m., will all of the session titles that are part of session block 1 show up there?
It sure will. What you'll see here in this now section was you'll probably see something like session block 1. And if you click on it, what'll happen, and I apologize for not being able to show you this right now. We're still tuning it a little bit.
Slacker.
As you click on it, basically everything will fold down here, and it will give you a list of the sessions that are in session block 1.
Okay, perfect.
Yep. And what we'll be able to do is, as you see this list, you'll actually be able to click on the actual session block 1 session titles, and it'll take you to the session description. The cool thing about that is some of our session leaders have either written articles already, or will be recording video interviews with us. Maybe they'll be recording a little podcast with us, and all that information from that speaker will reside on their session page.
Also a good tool for the participants who haven't made up their mind which session they want to attend during that session block, because it'll take them right to the information to help them make that decision.
They'll be able to say, okay, this person sounds like they're really interesting. I want to go see that session. It'll just help them make up their mind better. Yeah.
All right. Now I see YouTube. Tell me what's going to show up there.
Yes, YouTube. Well, with this will be a feature video. You will be able to see all of the videos that we record during the actual conference on our YouTube channel here under the STPCon 11 playlist. But in this particular section, we'll be featuring a video, the most recently recorded video. It may be an interview with a session leader. It may be an interview with an attendee, maybe a keynote. Who knows? And it might actually also be some folks dancing at the networking reception. So be careful, guys.
Yeah, I hope you guys are good dancers. But a very handy thing to see what's going on at all the different times.
Exactly. Yep. It's pretty neat.
All right. So Flickr, if I have my camera there and I want to take some pictures that I want to show up on that Flickr reel, what do I have to do?
Well, with the Flickr stream here, really great thing about Flickr is it's a free account. All you do is go to flickr.com, sign up, and if you have your camera with you, you can upload photos to Flickr, and all you have to do is tag them with STPCon 11, and they will show up on our Flickr stream here. And as you can see, you can navigate through the actual photos here, back and forth. Ooh, who's that guy?
Nice mugshot.
But you can actually, navigate through the actual and see the pictures. And if you see a picture of yourself, you can click on it and actually download it from Flickr as well. So that's kind of a neat feature.
I like that too, because when I'm watching what's going on other conferences, I love to see the pictures. So, so for everybody out there, please make sure if you're taking pictures to tag those STPCon 11 on Flickr.
That's right. We have the STPCon 10 ones in here right now from Vegas. Those cupcakes I hear were really good.
They were delicious. All right. So moving down to the page, I see the 5 and 5 podcast.
Yeah, the 5 and 5. This is something we developed last year during STPCon. Really kind of fun to put together. Really what it is 5 topics in 5 minutes. It actually works out to be sometimes 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's a technicality.
Yeah. You can actually see that this one is 16 minutes. But this is an interview that Rich Hand did with Dan Downing. And basically everything on this page, we worked really hard not to integrate really any Flash, so you can see it on your iPhone or any other device that's not Flash enabled. And you can just play the actual podcast. You can download the MP3 if you'd like, and you can actually also access the archives. We do have an archive here. I put one of the last twists on there just temporarily until we actually get some 5 and 5s loaded up on here. But this is going to be great. Again, interviewing session leaders. We'll be interviewing attendees, maybe some keynotes, talking about Abby. You and I will be talking every single morning about what's coming up in the day, and then we might even have a recap podcast at the end of the day, something like that.
Yeah, this is just another tool for those that are not going to be at the conference. Another great way to follow what's going on at the conference.
That's a really good point. Last year, as I mentioned, I wasn't at STPCon. I was actually doing a lot of this work from here in the home office in Colorado Springs. But one of the neat thing was there was a lot of people that weren't at the show that were actually interacting with those that were at the show through the live site. So it was pretty fun.
Okay, then moving over, I see Twitter. Some of you guys might know me as STP_Abby on Twitter. I want to make sure, because I'm going to be tweeting about lots of things going on at the conference, I want to make sure they show up here for everybody to see. That's right.
The easiest way to do that is you can either do that through the page here directly, just by tweeting. You would just basically type in the first time you use this, and you hit tweet. It'll do a simple OAuth asking you to authorize our application to connect with Twitter. You go ahead and connect with that, and then if you tag it with #STPCon anywhere in the tweet, it'll actually show up in the Twitter stream here. Abby does a lot of tweeting for us, and I'm actually Software Test Pro. That's who I tweet through. But Abby and I have a lot of fun with Twitter, so we hope that a lot of people will use that at the show. Another thing we did last year, we did the top tweeters and the top retweets of the day. So we'll be doing a little bit of those and doing some shout outs for folks that accomplish those things as well.
Okay, so everybody remember, if you're a tweeter, make sure to tag those tweets #STPCon so that they show up on the live site. Okay, so now I'm looking the live conference blog, and what I've heard is we've got quite a few on-site reporters.
Yep, we've got some speakers, some other people that we have in mind that will actually hopefully write some blogs for us while they're there. This will fill up with all kinds of information like session reviews. There'll be some upcoming events and those kind of things to remind you about some stuff. Maybe some interviews with some folks that have some really neat products, or who knows. Whatever's going on at the show will be on the STPCon live conference blog as well. So really, really excited about the whole thing.
And it's just another great way, again, for people who aren't able to be there to follow along with what's going on.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so last but not least, at the very top of the page, I don't want to forget this. I see the superhero frog, which I believe is STP Stanley.
That's right.
Tell everybody a little bit more about that.
STP Stanley is a photo contest that we were running, and we still are. We're going to be giving away on stage at the show a iPad for the photo that gets the most votes from the community. It is a completely community-driven contest. That's generally how we like to do things, if you remember last year with the Luminary Award. But basically, what you do is you take a photo of yourself with Stanley, or you put Stanley in a weird situation or whatever, and you post it on the site, and you get votes. And as you can see, our voting system is here on the site as well, so you just kind of go through and vote for your favorite Stanley photo. The cool thing is this contest does run through the 24th. So if you're at the show, I suggest you bring a Stanley with you. You're going to have a whole bunch of friends there that will actually hopefully vote for your on-site Stanley photo. So
yeah, you can do some campaigning while you're on
That's
site.
That's right. Who knows?
Very neat. I'm really excited about this mashup. I hope everybody that's going to STPCon 2011 and those that aren't able to attend find it valuable for their conference experience.
Yeah, so do I. Worked hard on it. So
you did a good job, Malcolm. Thanks for my first lesson in a mashup.
Oh, you're welcome. We will see you at the show.
See you in Nashville.